Hey Cafe crew, it's Colin Smith here from Photoshop Cafe, and today I'm going to show you how to take a 360 degree panoramic image, get rid of the drone in the top here, and then publish it as a 360 on Facebook inside of Photoshop CC 2018. Alright, you may have noticed my voice sounds a little bit weird. It's because I've got a cold right now, but I've still got to keep going and cranking out these tutorials for you, so forgive the weirdness of my voice. And also check out my other tutorial that I did, which is my 5 favorite new features inside of Photoshop CC 2018, which is brand new. It's right there on my channel. And I'm going to have other new feature videos, so keep your eye out for those. So anyway, let's have a look at this one right now. This is a photograph that was shot from a DJI Phantom drone using a Ricoh theater camera, and this was actually Russell Brown shot this when we were at Casper, Wyoming, actually where we shot the eclipse. So what's new is we can go into 3D right now, and we can choose spherical panorama, and we're going to choose the panorama layer from selected layers. And right now, it's going to go into the 3D workspace. Let's let it do that. And voila. Okay, what does that mean? What does voila mean? Okay, let me show you. What we can do is we can actually look around. So check that out. We can go in there and actually view this in 360 degrees all the way around. In fact, you know, there's Russell right there flying. And that looks like Jeremy there. And I'm off over here somewhere in the woods, I think. But anyways, you can see we can go all the way around just by simply clicking and dragging. And we look up, we see the drone, we look straight down, we can see the ground, and, you know, and all that good stuff. You can go all the way around. Alright, so what we want to do, though, is we want to remove the drone from this shot. So what we're going to do is, let me just pull that out of the way. And I'm just going to reset this workspace because I've kind of messed it up. Reset 3D and it'll go into your default 3D workspace. Okay, so your field of view, let's just take that all the way down to 1. Field of view is actually simulating a wide angle lens. If it goes to 1 millimeter, obviously it's a very wide angle lens. And what we're going to do is we're going to get the drone in here and we're going to just get rid of it. So let's just grab this. This is our lasso tool. And I'm just going to go around our drone, make a selection. We're going to have to do this in 2 goes because it's... one will fit in one. And let me just hit the shift and drag around there. Alright, we're going to use content aware fill. So that's shift delete. That would be shift backspace on Windows. Make sure we choose content aware. And also choose color adaptation. That's going to help it blend the different colors in. And then click OK. Alright, now let's go up a little bit more. We're going to move it up and we're going to do some more of this. So let's just drag it up to there. Let's make a new selection, maybe around here. And we're going to content aware fill that one using exactly the same process. Alright, one of the things I avoided in my 5 tips that I really didn't get into. See how we've got this kind of weird kind of artifact looking up here? We can smoothen that out by simply selecting around that area right now. Now here's the thing, if we added a blur, we'd have this hard edge, so we need to soften that edge. So we're going to choose select, and then we're going to choose modify feather. And we're going to give it about 10, let's make it 25 pixels. And what that's going to do is it's just going to create a softer edge, so when we blur this, it's not going to look so weird. Now, if we try to blur this, it's not going to quite give what we want. I'll show you what I mean. And you're not going to preview this because we're inside a smart object, so let me just pull that down a little bit. Let's take the radius to about 30. And you'll notice it'll blur, it'll improve it, but it won't really fully get it. See that? We've got that little edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to undo that. And then what we're going to choose is filter noise. And then this is how we kind of do that. By adding a little bit of noise in here. Obviously you don't want 400. That's a lot of noise. And we don't want monochromatic either. And we'll just stay with the uniform. And I'm just going to have to guess right now because I'm not going to see what we're getting. I'm going to guess right 16 or so. What do we get there? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a little bit of noise. Actually, let me go a little higher. So let's choose that again. Filter noise. Add noise. And I think we're going to take it up to about 20. Or 22 even. Let's have a look. Alright, so what that does is the noise just kind of breaks it up a little bit, so now when we go to blur it, it's going to blur it a lot smoother. And we'll see what we get here. See how that just makes it a little bit smoother because it breaks up that a little bit. Alright, so what we're going to do is just go up here, and you get the general idea. We could do the same thing there, and if we wanted we could repeat it there, but honestly no one is even going to notice that anymore. So that's how we actually get rid of those kind of artifacts there. Okay, so now we want this to work in 360, and we're going to put it into Facebook. So what we're going to do is just turn it around to an area that we want to start looking at, and I think this horseshoe is a beautiful area. And then the trick here is you really want to make sure that we've got this at about 50%. We want it about halfway up. We can move it over a little bit if we want, but just make sure that's pretty much in the middle there. And if we get that in the middle, then what's going to happen is we're not going to get the weird thing when we start rotating around. It's actually going to rotate nicely. And there's so many ways of finding the middle of a piece of canvas. And one of the ways I'm going to do it right now is I'm just going to choose to go under View. And we're going to go to New Guide Layout. And under the New Guide Layout, I'm just going to choose one row right there. Actually, we need two rows. With 0 gutter, and that will give us the center. Alright, so let's just move that around, get it right on there. Bingo. Alright, so now we're ready to export this for Facebook. So what we're going to choose is 3D, spherical panorama, export panorama. And we're going to call this one Pano. Alright, so let's just do that. And now we're just going to hit save. Okay, here we are on my Facebook page. So one of the first things you want to do is change it from public to only me so you can test it. Make sure it's working before you put it public. Then we're going to choose our photo. I'm just going to select the one that we just made. There it is. And click choose. You'll notice it already knows it's a 360 photo. Well, it's actually Russell's amazing 360 photo, and then we're going to click post. And then boom, there it goes on Facebook. You can see it right there. You can look around and you can view the photo. Look at that. We can go down. We can look at everything in 360. Now, if you have a mobile phone, you can simply lift your phone up, and it's actually just going to it here. It looks even better. With the phone, you can actually just move the phone around, and you can actually look as if you're looking into a portal into another world. So alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, smash that like button into dust. If you're not part of the Cafe crew, hit that subscribe button right now and join the notification squad and hit that little bell, and then you'll never miss another one of my tutorials. So what do you guys think about this? What's your most exciting features inside of Photoshop CC 2018? Are you shooting pano? Are you into 360s? What do you think about it? Add a comment, drop a comment in there. Let's get a discussion going in there. I also go in and I'll answer the questions and whatnot. And anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Check out my other CC 2018 videos, and until next time, I'll see you at the cafe.